Hello, I'm the One Owner, and welcome back to Satisfactory. Now, last time I showed off a little bit of what I built, and I mostly talked about what I was gonna build. So this time, I'm gonna show my current progress. And here it is. So every single one of these electric power plants, or whatever they're called, fuel generators, yeah. Every single one of them is running. They're filled up with fuel. And they're running, they're producing electricity, all of them. Now, they're not quite Mako reactors. In fact, the actual nuclear power generators look a bit closer to the Mako reactors, and I was actually considering using them instead. But not only are those so much more expensive, they are also, in the future, so to speak. I haven't unlocked them yet. And they are also very radioactive, so I mean, we'd be able to build it, but it would make the entirety of this, build just unplayable, because we would be unable to be here unless we have the right stuff. So right now we're producing about 3,075 megawatts of energy, and we're consuming somewhere around 1,100 to 1,200, something like that. So we're producing a lot of electricity, which is really cool. And we're up here on the upper floor, so allow me to show you, because you can clearly tell where the pipes are going, right? Well, they're not just going straight up, they're actually going along the bottom here. So they're actually going here. So we have these big things that they go up from the ground all the way up here, that I built in with these metal beams. I think it looks pretty sweet. Also, we have flyers just flying around in here. And down here is the fuel plant. This is where we create all of the fuels. I'll go through it fairly soon. Actually, I'll go through it right now, because it's better to start. Okay, so these three here and these two all create fuel. From oil to fuel and polymer resin. This polymer resin is moved all the way over here and into this sink, where it is turned into tickets that we can use to buy stuff in the store. And then of course we have these. This is what I started with, and these are fairly simple. They use crude oil to make rubber and heavy oil residue, and the heavy oil residue is brought into this next one here and turned into fuel. These are not as efficient, but I did not discover the recipe, this recipe, until after I had done that. Yeah. Anyways, the byproducts also moved through the system all the way into the sink and turned into tickets. And of course we get the oil from these here, which have now been labeled pure, normal, and normal. The reason why they are labeled pure and normal is because of the pump, so to speak. It's pumping from a node, and if the node is pure or normal, that alters how much oil it gives every minute. So a normal node only gives about 120, whereas a pure gives 240. Which is why we have 3 on this one. This one is a pure, and why we have 2 on this one, which is a normal. I do actually have one more here, because I have 4 here. I'm not sure what to do with this one yet. I was using it to make plastic for quite a while, and now it's kind of built in here. We'll see. I might redo these, but I doubt I ever will. It looks really good, to be honest, and we do have a lot of rubber coming out of this. So if we ever are in like a big need of rubber, we can just redirect this, which is nice. And we can just redirect all of the polymers as well, or whatever they're called, resins, because if we look at this, we can actually see here recipes. We can actually use them to make residual plastic with water and residual rubber. So we can just use it to make more plastic or rubber. So yeah, of course the autosave freezes the game for a little while because I've built so much. It's not gonna get better, trust me. So anyways, these are the pipes going up to the ceiling. Now it's night, so you can't really see it. I wanted to record on night because it shows the lights a bit better. But if we climb up here, the idea was to remove these platforms that are up here, but I decided that instead of doing that, I would simply repaint them, so to speak, into concrete foundations and build some of these frame walls, because that makes it look like it's actually supposed to be here, and it makes it easier for me to come back here if I need to rework the pipelines, etc., etc. So the pipelines go here. So these three do, and as you can see, this one goes off here into these, and so these two just continue on to that one and that one, and that's basically how I've built it. It's pretty cool, and I do love standing up here and just looking down. It's so cool. You have such a good vantage point from up here. Also, when those flyers come through, you can sometimes jump onto them and fly around and get a good view of the entire build. So yeah, that's about where I'm at, to be honest. It's gotten pretty far. Like I said, we do have a lot of power now, so we can start focusing on constructing other things. So one of the things that I want to do is get water, and I think the best way to show off how good it is to have water is to simply show it. Okay, so this is a smelter. If you put an ironing, if we put in one iron ore, it makes one iron ingot, and it does that 30 times a minute. So with this, we can make 30 iron ingots per minute without overclocking. If we look at the refinery, we put this down to 100% because it's overclocked already. There we go. And then we can see I have alternate pure iron ingots. That costs 7 iron ore and some water, and it can make 65 iron ingots per minute at the cost of 35 iron ores. So it doesn't cost all that much more iron ores, but it makes a lot more. And that's why we want it. I don't have the alternate recipe for copper ingots and such. But yeah, we do need water for that, among other things. We need it for other things as well. So the idea is to simply make another pipeline to bring in water. We're probably going to need another four pipes of water, and then we have room for 4 more pipes. Because over there, in that direction, there are other resources that we might need to get, like a type of gas that we can also transfer through pipes. And there's the tower and the flyer. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm also kind of considering moving the space elevator from the middle. I might just move it up 1 floor or something like that. Because if we do, we could potentially use the middle here as a train station. At this point in time, we have a train station down here, like quite literally just right here, and it looks good. But I don't see how I can make this look great, to be honest. Like, I don't really have a way to make this look really good. So my idea is to maybe do the same there. Have the railroad, like have the train tracks coming down here. And then right here in the middle, they'll come up. And the trains will be able to, go up here. Maybe one on each side. We'll see. We'll see what I do. And then just have like the train station up here. So we'll see. We'll see about that. It's a lot of work. We still need to build a bunch of different bases for the trains to go through, and I'm not even close to done with that. I have scouted one, and it's over here somewhere. But we have a lot of oil over here as well, so we might I might build a whole bunch of fuel generators over there and just have a massive amount of electricity from that. And as I was mentioning before, nuclear power, it's in the future. We don't really have access to it right now, but maybe one day, considering we're doing a whole Final Fantasy VII theme on this build, up here there is a mountain, like a fairly tall mountain, like probably one of the tallest mountains on the map. Not gonna lie. On that mountain there is uranium. So I was thinking maybe at some point in the future, if we ever reach that point, we'd build a nuclear reactor over there, and it'll be basically our Nibelheim reactor. It could be kind of cool. So yeah, this is what I've been doing. This is how far I've gotten. I think it looks really cool. I think building in the pipes makes it look really cool, makes it look a bit more real. They're not actually attached in any way to these, but you know, it looks cool. These skylights look really cool as well, and I think everything is coming together pretty well so far. We've used up a lot less space than I thought we would. That being said, we do still have one unused fluid buffer filled with oil. So we'll see, maybe I'll use that for something like rubber or plastic or something like that. And this is just like leftover plastic. So yeah, and that's about it for this time. So thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. It's been fun. I'll just quickly show you. I named it stream because the idea was that I was going to stream it. And I streamed it once. I didn't even start this project back then, but I streamed it once. And my play duration is 80 hours, 23 minutes, and 35 seconds. So, yeah. I've been spending some time on this. A lot more than necessary, because I had to build the entire, well, thing first, and because I started out with no research done whatsoever. So everything that I have here has been done from the ground up, so to speak. Like, I didn't have a prepared save file or anything. This is pretty much everything that exists in this world. I haven't really built much else except for the oil pumping area over there. So yeah. For now, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you thought this looked cool. And I'll probably be back when I make another update. We'll see when that happens. Maybe after I get the trains going, or at least in position. Could be kind of cool. But yeah, for now, thanks for watching, and adios!